Test, 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 test. Hello and welcome back to Jackson College. It'll be Jackson College winning the tip. Carter with the basketball now. Hamilton guarding. Ball over to King on the wing. High ball screen by Pearson. Swings over to Belton. Belton to Carter. Bounce pass over to Belton. Belton up. No good for two. Rebounded by Vautner. Three ball now for St. Clair, and that is good. It'll be King now with it on the wing. King pulls up for three over Jones. That'll be no good. Rebounded by Pearson. Pearson gives it into Carter. Carter up and good for two. Hamilton now with it for St. Clair. Carter guarding him. Hamilton set back three. Up and good and one. Tyler Hamilton step back three and one. What a beautiful shot there out of him. 6-2 ball game. St. Clair currently in the lead. Tyler Hamilton coming into this game shooting around 75% from the free throw line. Looking to convert the and one here. It does. Pearson gives it up to Johnston. Johnston gives it to King. High ball screen by Pearson. Over to Belton. Belton to Johnston. Johnston working baseline. He is fouled. That'll be foul on number 3, Daquan Coleman. It'll be King passing it in for your Jets. Johnson works over a double screen. Gets it in the corner for three. No good. Ball's tipped out of bounds by the Jets. It'll be St. Clair basketball. Hamilton now with it for the Skippers. Carter guarding him. Looking work downhill. Kicks out for three. That is no good. Rebounded by Belton. Be Vautner guarding Belton. Gives over to Carter. Carter on the wing. King cuts back door. Gives it to him. Works downhill. Kicks it out. Pearson. Pearson corner. Three. No good. Rebounded by King. King puts it back up and good for two. It'll be Hamilton back with it. Carter still guarding. Coleman now for three, and that is good. Skippers coming out of the gate, shooting all over the place from three. It's a 10-4 ball game. Skippers in the lead. It'll be Pearson with it now on the wing. Pearson spin moves, works downhill, goes up and over the top for two. Brandon Pearson. Hamilton now with it. Hamilton hitting a 4-point play early in the game, not seen very often. What happened today? Pull up two now. Ball's tipped around. That'll be Vautner that comes down with it. Vautner goes up and good for two. Belton now bringing it up for your Jets. Vautner will be back guarding him. Carter now with it around the volleyball line. Pearson pops up around the wing. Little guarding him. Gives up to Belton. Belton for three. That is no good. Misses right. Hamilton gives it up. Goes up and one. I believe Vautner there for the bucket. Vautner shooting around 60% from the free throw line. Looking to convert this and one here. That'll be number 38 in Birds coming up for the Jets. And he hits the free throw. It'll be King with it now for your Jets. It'll be Jones guarding King. High ball screen by Belton. Over to Pearson. Pearson to Johnson. Johnson on the wing. High ball screen by Pearson. Gives the bounce pass into Pearson. Pearson floats it up over the top. No good. Ball be rebounded by Little. Burns hedges the ball screen. Hamilton works downhill. Jump ball is called. Antonio King gets his hands on it there. It'll be Jones working downhill. Gives it over the top to Hamilton. Hamilton now with it. Brown 5 foot off the wing. Gives it to the corner. Entry. That is stolen by King. King working downhill. Pulls up. No good. Back rim. That'll be rebounded by Vaughtner. Hamilton bringing it down the floor. He's going to work downhill. Crosses over. Gives it up. Foul is called on Antonio King. That'll put Isaiah Jones at the line, shooting the free throws. Jones shooting on 81% so far this season. St. Clair also coming out 2-0 in the league. St. Clair's won 5 games straight, just coming off a win out of Oakland. That'll be good for him. Burns gives it over to Belton. Belton bringing it down for the Jets. Working downhill. Spin move. No good. Misses the front rim. Rebound. Vaughtner gives it up to Hamilton. To the corner for 3. And that's good. Isaiah Jones for 3. Timeout called by the Jets. Currently a 6-20 ball game. 15:35 left to play in this first half. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It'll be Jets basketball coming out of the timeout after the 3-pointer was made by the Skippers. It'll be King. King working downhill. He is fouled. Fouls on number 4, Isaiah Jones. So again for your Jets, number 4, Jay Wambear. He'll be in for Cooper Johnston. Ooh, an offensive foul is called. That'll be Antonio King. Wambear guarding Hamilton. Over the top, Vaughtner. Vaughtner gives it over to Coleman. Coleman gives it over the top. Back to Vaughtner. Vaughtner up and good for 2. And it'll be Belton now. Vaughtner guarding Belton. High ball screen by Pearson. Works away from the ball screen. Loses it. Gets it back. Passes it into King. King is fouled. And King misses the first. King shooting around 65% for the free throw line on the season. Number 11, Joe Coleman coming in for the Jets. And King hits the second. Ball into Hamilton. High ball screen by Vonner. Vonner slips the screen. Hamilton working downhill, gives the corner to Coleman. Coleman dribbles in, steps back, looks to slow it down here. 13 on the shot clock, gives it back to Hamilton on the wing. Hamilton crosses back, steps back, looks to drive in, drives in now. Up, no good. Rebounded by Pearson. Pearson working downhill, passes over to Burns. Burns loses it. Ball's turned over. Hamilton will come down with it. Ball's passed up. Shot will be missed by Coleman. Skivers will come down with the rebound. And Little hits a corner three there. King drives in, no good. Rebounded by Wambear. Wambear kicks out Pearson. Pearson for three, no good. Ball is stolen by Wambear. Wambear gives it to King. King passes up to Pearson. Pearson works downhill. Offensive foul is called there on Pearson. Looking at a 7-25 ball game. Skipper's currently in the lead. It'll be Hamilton now with it for them. Pulls up for two. That's good. That'll be falling for two there. Pearson with it on the wing. Looking to work downhill. Spin move. Wambear cuts off from him. Gives it to Sane. Sane over to Coleman. Coleman to Wambear. Wambear pulls up for three. That's good. Jay Wambear from three. Cuts it to 17, 10, 27. Everybody over to Little. Little pulls up for three. That'll be no good. Seems like it's the first shot that Skippers have missed all game. They've been shooting lights out so far from three. It'll be Burns now with it. Wambear cuts back door. The ball is kicked by St. Clair. Return Jets basketball. That'll be Jay and Jones coming in for St. Clair. Burns passing it in now. Gives it over to Coleman. Coleman dribbles out. Gives it Pearson. Pearson to Wambear on the wing. Wambear driving in now. Kicks it out. Coleman corner. Coleman corner. Good for three. Joe Coleman. Jay Wambear drives in, finds the open man on the opposite side. Jets looking like they're going on a little bit of a run on their own here. Ball goes out. Wambear comes up with it. Wambear goes up and he is blocked. Wambear comes down with it again. Comes down with the steal. Slows it up. And Sane has it now around the logo. Gives it over to Wambear. Wambear Burns in the corner. Over to Wambear. Wambear for three. That'll be no good. St. Clair comes down with the rebound. Wambear now guarding Hamilton. He gets screened up top. Blocking foul called there on Aiden Burns. I'll put Hamilton at the line. Hamilton will be shooting two here. And he hits the first. 28-13 ball game here at the QS. Still Hamilton at the line shooting one more. And he hits the second. Ball pass up to Coleman. Coleman goes up. No good. It'll be Hamilton now getting it on the break. Kicks it out for three. Falling. No good. Ball's tipped around. Foul will be going towards the Jets here. Be Jets basketball. That'll be Ford Belton, number 0, coming in for the Jets, and also King. B. Jones putting pressure now on King. Jones gives it to Belton. Belton on the wing now. Goes behind the back, looking to work downhill. Pulls up for 2. And good. Xavier Ford Belton pulls up there for 2. It'll be Hamilton now with it. Wambear guarding. Looking to work a high ball screen action. Switches Sane onto him. Hamilton loses his dribble. It'll be Fallen now with it, with Belton guarding at the logo. Lautner looking to work the high ball screen. Hedged by Coleman. Swings it over the corner for 3. And that is good. Wow. Jalen Jones hits for 3. St. Clair comes in shooting lights out tonight. It'll be King working downhill. King is out to Wambear. Wambear, short corner. No good. Rebounded by Little. Gives it over to Hamilton. It'll be Wambear guarding Hamilton. High ball screen there by Fallen. Kicks out to Fallen. Fallen working downhill now. Spins. Kicks out. Travel is called. The Jets ball. 15-32 ball game here. 10-20 left to play in this first half. Jones is looking to put pressure here on the Jets. King works to the logo. Dribble handoff to Belton. Gives her to Sane around the 3. Coleman now with that high ball screen by Sane. Coleman works back. Gives it back to Sane in the corner. Sane working back to the basket. Gives up. Shoots corner. Corner. Belton for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Sane. Sane puts it back up and good for 2. Great work there on the offensive glass by Mo Sane there. St. Clair looking to slow down the ball here. Work to get a bucket. Hamilton's looking to work the high ball screen. Fallen drives in, is fouled. That'll put him at the line shooting 2. Fallen's a 97% free throw shooter. You don't miss nut. You don't expect anything but a make out of him shooting that percentage. A referee timeout called, I believe. We will be back shortly. We'll be back after that referee timeout. Put Fallen at the line shooting the free throws. And he's got one more. Shooting 97%. Should be all day at the free throw line for him. Ball pushed up to Carter. High ball screen working Bellin. Gives over to Bellin in the corner. He's working back to the basket. Post fade. No good. Jones now looking to work downhill. And does. Up and good for 2. Ball is passed up to Bellin. Bellin looking to slow it down here. Gives over to King. Working that ball screen action. Gives it up to Bellin. Belton is fouled as he goes up. And Belton hits the first. 18-36 ball game. Skipper's currently in the lead. And Belton hits the second. It'll be Hamilton with it now for St. Clair. Carter will be guarding him. Looks to be a speed for speed matchup here. Now looking to get it into the post. Ballin drives in. Blocked by Joe Coleman. Gives it over the top. Vautner shoots it. No good. Sane comes down with it. Gives it over to King. King pulls up for three. And that's good. Antonio King pull up three in transition there. Cuts it to 14. Ball over to Vautner. Gives it up to Jones. Sane guarding Jones. And a foul is called on Sane there. They'll put Jones at the line. Subbing in for St. Clair would be number 4, Isaiah Jones. Subbing in for the Jets, number 23, Cooper Johnson. Be 1-1 at the line. And he misses the free throw. Belton comes down with the rebound. 22-36 ball game, 8:16 left to play in this first half. While Belton drives in, loses footing, and a blocking foul called there by Vautner. There'll be Omari Bird coming in now for St. Clair. Cooper Johnson cuts over the top, gives it to Coleman in the middle. Coleman shoots the three, and that's good. Joe Coleman. 25-36 ball games. St. Clair still in the lead, but Jets looking to make a run of their own here. Carter guarding Hamilton. Ball gets up to Jones. Jones looking to work downhill spin move into Cameron Carter. Ball's tipped away. Jets come down with it still. Johnson over to King. King slows it down, gives back to Johnston. Back to King. King steps back for two. No good. Rebounded by Bird. Hamilton now with it. Belton hedges the screen. Cameron Carter gets back on him. Spin move. Or top to Coleman. Coleman for three. And that's good. My apologies. That'd be Isaiah Jones for three there. Carter with it at the logo. Hamilton guarding him. Gives it over to King on the wing. High ball screen by Coleman. Antonio King drives in and uses the glass. Put it up and good for two. Carter guarding Hamilton. Gives it over to Jones. Ball swung over. No good. That was little there for three. Carter with it now. Gives it over to Belton. Bird guarding Belton. Belton shoots the one-dribble pull-up, and that'll be no good. Jones pulls up for three, and that's good. Jones on fire from 3 here. Bell looking to get a ball screen here by King. Gives it up to Carter. Over to Johnson. Johnson on the wing. Johnson works baseline. Goes up and good for 2. Timeout called by the Jets. 29-42 ball game. We will be back shortly. 6 minutes left to play in this first half. It'll be St. Clair basketball coming out of the timeout. Hamilton with it now. Carter looking to defend at the logo. Ball is passed into Little. Coleman guarding him. Into Bird. Belton guarding Bird. Bird goes over the top. No good. Coleman comes down with the rebound. Ball's tipped away. Belton comes up with it. Gives it over to Carter. Jets looking to work on the break now. Gives it to Belton. Ball's passed right into Bird's hands. Bird comes down with the steal. Hamilton driving in now on Carter. And a push is called on number 12, Cameron Carter. Gonna play Hamilton back at the line. Braden Pearson coming in for the Jets. And Hamilton hits the first. And Hamilton hits them both. Ball passed up to King. High ball screen by Pearson. King swings it over to Carter. Carter, corner 3. Good. Cameron Carter for 3. Hamilton now, Carter guarding. Ball over to Coleman. Bird over to Hamilton. High ball screen by Bird. Bird rolls. Hamilton pulls up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Johnston. Coleman now with it. Coleman swings it back up to Johnston. Johnston looking to work downhill now. Gets on 2 feet. Goes up. No good. Ball is saved right in St. Clair's hands. Looking to work downhill. A foul is called on number 3, Braden Pearson. Puts Little at the line, shooting the free throws. And he hits the first. Little's an 80% free throw shooter coming into this matchup. And he proves it there by hitting both free throws. St. Clair putting pressure here now on Johnston. Johnston gives it over to Carter. Carter for 3. Good. Cameron Carter for 3. Cameron Carter hits another 3 there. Puts it to an 11-point ball game. Ball for 3. Coleman for 3. Answers. Coleman answers Cameron Carter's 3-point bucket there. Coleman gives it to Pearson. Pearson on the baseline. Pulls up for 2. No good. Ball saved. Coleman comes down to Coleman now for three. St. Clair comes up with it. 3-on-2 break now. Hamilton works downhill. Kicks it out. Little for three. No good. St. Clair comes down with it again. Little works downhill. Up and good for two. It'll be Carter now with it for the Jets. King working over the top. Gets it. King works downhill. Pulls up for two, and that is good. Antonio King there. It'll be Hamilton now with it on the backside for St. Clair. 14-point ball game. Working downhill on Carter. Kicks it out. Little working downhill. Does. Floater missed. Ball is tipped all around. Jets come down with a 3-on-2 on the break. King steps back. Pulls up for two. No good. It'll be Jets basketball if it goes out of bounds. (37-51) ball game. 2:34 left to play. Ball's passed in over the top to Mo Sane. Belton now with it on the wing. Over to Lambert. Lambert to Carter. High ball screen now by Sane. Carter for three. No good. Rebounded by Lambert. Lambert gives it over to Pearson. Pearson goes up now, and that is good. Jets working hard on the offensive glass now, getting their own rebounds and putting up a lot of buckets. Ball's in now. Offensive foul is called. Vautner hooks the defender. That'd be Tony in for St. Clair. Hamilton guarding Carter. Over to Bellin. Bellin has it. Wing. Bellin drives downhill. That is stolen. And Belton fouls, puts him at the free throw line, shooting two. And he hits the first. And he hits the second. We Belton now. Belton gives it up to Carter. Carter crosses over, works downhill, gives it over to Pearson. Pearson goes up and dunks it through. There's a momentum shift there for the Jets. What a beautiful find there. Finds Pearson. 2 steps, goes up and dunks it through. Be Coleman. Coleman with it for St. Clair, looking to work downhill, pulls up. No good. Rebounded by St. Clair. St. Clair gets it up and goes back up for two. Belton now with it. Belton on the wing. High ball screen by Sane. Over to Lambert. Lambert to Carter. Carter steps back for three. Good! Cameron Carter for three. He has been lighting it up this first half from beyond the arc. Hamilton loses it. Gives it over to Carter. Carter shoots a runner. No good. Rebounded. Gives it over to Pearson. Pearson's fouled on the way up. Put Pearson at the line. Shooting two. Pearson's looking to cut this to a single-digit lead here before half. And Pearson hits the first. Pearson into this game shooting a 61% from the free throw line. Hopefully looking to put this to a 9-point game here with this second free throw. Joe Coleman just came in, and that'll also put Cooper Johnston in for Pearson. Wombear looking to put pressure here on Hamilton. Just a light pressure. Looks to run down the shot clock. Ball over the top for three. No good. Rebounded by Melton. 15 seconds now. 9-point ball game. Gives it to Coleman in the corner. Coleman works over the top. Gives it to Johnston. Johnston for three. No good. Rebounded by Wombear. Wombear puts it back up for two. And as the clock runs out, Jets come down with a bucket. Cuts it to a 7-point game after St. Clair shoots a lights out first half. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be back with the second half shortly. Coming up at halftime, we get your leading scorer for each team. For St. Clair, you got Little with 14, Coleman with 9, Jones and Hamilton both adding 8. For the Jets, you have King with 10, Carter with 11, and Pearson also added 8. We will be back in 20 seconds with the second half of basketball. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And we're back underway with Jets basketball. After a lights-out St. Clair first half from 3, shooting 56%, Jets are looking to come back off a 7-point deficit. They look to get it into Carter and do. Hamilton will guard Carter. Carter loses dribble. Gives it over to Belton. Belton guarding Belton. Gives it over to King. Little guarding King. King breaks over to the wing, looking to work downhill on him. Spin, step back for 2. No good. Kicks out Belton corner for 3. No good. Rebound by King. King gives to Carter on the wing. Now Pearson in the corner. Over to Belton. Belton to Johnston. Johnston working downhill now. Gets on 2. Looks to go over the top and is blocked. Back. Over to Belton on the wing. Gives it inside to King. King goes up and over the top, and he is blocked. Ball is passed over to Coleman. Over to Little. Jones working downhill on Johnston. Ball is tipped by Belton. Carter stuck on 2 defenders for 3, and that is no good. Coleman misses 3. St. Clair comes down with it and lays it up for 2. That'd be Little there for 2. Carter now with it. Carter loses dribble. Gives it over to King. Botner guarding King. Working back to the basket. Up and over the top. Good for 2. Nice little step back fadeaway there for Antonio King. It'll be Carter guarding Hamilton now. Give it over to Coleman. Coleman gives it into Vautner. Vautner goes up and over. Good for 2. Ball is passed over the top to Pearson. Pearson with it now on the wing. Pearson working downhill. Steps back. Good. Braden Pearson. Step back. Jay. Puts it back to a 7-point, 52-59 ball game. Ball is passed out Little. Little now for 3 for the answer. That'd be no good. Ball is tipped around. Hamilton comes down with it. And a foul will be called there on Pearson. Pearson picks up his 3rd. That'll be Coleman coming in for him. Fallon comes in for the Skippers. Looking for the lob over the top, does not get it. Gives it into Fallon. Now Fallon gets on 2 feet. Looks to go over the top of Coleman and does. Carter swings over to King. Back to Carter. Over to Belton. Belton gives to Johnson in the corner. Johnson looking to work downhill. Brings it back out, gives it over to King on the wing. King pulls up for 2, and that's good. Antonio King pushes to the open space and goes up and good. little back and forth basketball here. For three. That'd be no good. Ball's kicked all around. Jets will come up with it. It'll be Carter. Carter working downhill. He is blocked. St. Clair has numbers now on the backside. Up and good for two by Jones. Carter now with it for the Jets. Back to a 9-point ball game. Ball's passing to Coleman. Pops off his hands and rolls out of bounds. Little passing it in for St. Clair. Hamilton now with it. Hamilton working off the ball screen by Vautner. Hamilton for three, and that is good. Tyler Hamilton with a deep three ball there. Johnson working downhill and falling. Block foul is called there on falling. Be Aiden Burns coming in for the Jets. Looking to work a screen for Coleman there. It's not there. Gives it over the top to Belton. Belton pulls up for two. No good. Rebounded by Little. Little over to Fallon. Fallon gives it in to Vautner. Vautner working back to the basket. Goes over the top. Up and good for two. And a timeout is called here by the Jets. 15-12 left to play in the second half of basketball. We will be back shortly. Jets will have the ball on the sideline after the timeout. Ball is given into Carter. King pops out. Bell looks to steal, then pops. Pass is turned over. Goes up and good, and one for Jones. And he hits the free throw. It'll be King now with it. High ball screen by Sane. King denies it, works around. Ball is kicked up to Coleman. Burns cuts back door. Up to Carter. Carter on the wing. Back to Sane in the corner. Sane swings it over to Burns. Ball is stolen away. Hamilton up and good for two. Jets just not taking care of the ball here in the second half. Led to lots of turnovers and points on the backside. Ball over to Sane. Sane to King. King goes up and good for two. It'll be Hamilton now with it for St. Clair. Ball over. Screen by Little. Jones gives it to Vautner. Vautner for three. No good. Front rim. Ball to Hamilton. Hamilton now. Slows it down. Three-pointer. Good there by Jones. Now it's a 20-point ball game. Ball will be passed into Sane. Sane gives over to Burns. Burns now for three. No good. Rebounded by Little. Little working downhill now. Kicks out, ball stolen by Coleman. Sane gives it up to Burns. Burns to Carter. Carter spins. Kicks out. King. King for three. No good. Sane comes down with the rebound. Ball's turned over by him. It's a 2-on-1 break. Burns the lone man back. He's up to Fallen. Fallen good. Up and good for two. Timeout called by the Jets. 22-point ball game. 12:41 left to play. It'll be Jets basketball coming out of the timeout. King now with it. Brings it over to the wing. High ball screen by Sane. Sane slips it. Ball stolen by Hamilton. Hamilton kicks out, looks to slow down. Wanbear guarding him. Wanbear driving in on Hamilton. Kicks out, Fallen for three. And that is good. Ball is turned over again by the Jets. Up and one, good for two. And he hits the free throw. It'll be King with it now. Sane looking at a high ball screen. Ball passed over to Wanbear. Wanbear to King. Wanbear. Burns to the corner. Burns looking to work downhill. Kicks it out. Wanbear. One dribble pull up at the free throw line. Up and good. Ball's over to Hamilton. Good for three, Isaiah Jones. Wanbear working downhill on Little. Coleman cuts, up and good for two. It'll be Hamilton back with it. Fallen looking to work downhill on Burns. Spins. Gives it up to Vaughn. Vaughn is fouled when he goes up. And he hits the first. And he hits the second. Ball is passed into Burns. Burns over to Sane. High ball screen by Pearson. Sane gives it over to Burns in the corner. Burns gives it up to Wombear. Ball swung to Coleman. Coleman now for three. Good. Joe Coleman from three. Be falling now with it for St. Clair. He loses his dribble. Comes back up with it. He's looking to work downhill on Burns. Ball's tipped away by Sane. Gives it up to Wombear. Wombear back to Burns. Burns goes up. No good. Hamilton now. Sane the lone man back on the break. Faulkner driving in now and Sane. Goes up and good for two. Sane with it. Sane pulls up for two. No good. Be Jones. Jones pulls up for three. Good. Jones lights out from beyond the arc tonight. Technical foul will be called. Be Joe Coleman at the line shooting the technical free throws. And Coleman hits the first. And he misses the second. Read Jets basketball now. Get it over to Pearson. Pearson baseline. No good. Fallon comes down with the rebound. Ball swung over to Jones. Jones for three. No good. Put back dunk there by Vautner. Beautiful read off the rim there by Vautner. Burns will pass it in for the Jets. Gonna be Coleman coming in for St. Clair. Gives over the top to Sane. Over to Wombear. Wombear working downhill. Burns to the corner. No good. Ball's tapped away by Wombear. Up and good for Pearson. Be Coleman. Ball stolen by him. Pearson, a lone man, up and dunk through. Fallen with it. Ball stolen. Over to Sane. Up and good for two. Timeout is called. 8:25 left to play in the second half of basketball. It'll be St. Clair basketball here. Jets in a 2-2-1 press. Ball's over to Fallon. Back to Coleman. Coleman looking to work downhill. Blocked by Pearson. Carter comes up with a rebound. Looking to push it here. Wambear. Wambear spin move. Kicks out. Corner. Johnson corner for three. No good. Ball's tipped up. Vautner comes down with it. Gives it up to Hamilton. Goaltending is called. That'd be Carter now with it. Gives it into Wambear. Back screen by Pearson. Ball back over to Carter. Pearson. Pearson for three. No good. Rebounded by Carter. Carter splits the defenders. Goes up. No good. Rebounded by Pearson. Pearson misses the putback. Rebounded again. It'll be Coleman now be on the arc. Coleman misses front rim. Gets his own rebound. Coleman shoots it again. And good. Be falling now with it. It's over to Coleman. Back over to Hamilton. Wambear guarding Hamilton now. Coleman pops it away from Vautner. Johnson now guarding Hamilton. Hamilton pulls up for two. That is good. Be Wambear with it for the Jets. Wambear is fouled. Working downhill. Be Carter passing it in now for the Jets. Coleman cuts down to the block. It's over to Wambear on the baseline. He takes it baseline. Goes up and good for two. Jets back putting pressure. It'd be Coleman. Coleman guarding Coleman. He has it on the volleyball line. Looking to work up a high ball screen by Little. Denies it. Ball's passed away into Wambear's hands. Wambear works up and is fouled. That'll put Wambear at the line shooting 2 free throws. And Wambear hits the first. That'll put Amari Bird in for St. Clair. And Wambear hits the second. Gives it into Fallon. Over to Coleman. Ball's passed over the top to Little. Swung back to Fallon. Fallon for three. No good. Rebounded by Little. Little goes up and good for two. Ball's passed over to Johnston. Johnston to Coleman. Coleman to Carter. Over to Wambear. Johnston cuts, and he is blocked. Over to Hamilton. We're getting a ball screen to Bird. A foul is called. We got number 23, Cooper Johnson. Ball be passed into Hamilton. A blocking foul called there by Jay Wambear. Ball's fast into Bird. Carter steals it away. Weinberg on the break. Gives over to Coleman. Coleman to Johnston. Johnston up and good for 2. Wind falling. Falling to Coleman. Back over to Fallen. They're going to work it back and forth here to get through this pressure. Hamilton will have around half. Weinberg guarding him. Push dribble through. Kicks out to Fallen. Fallen for 3. That'll be good for 3. Weinberg drives in on Bird. Up and good for 2. Jay Weinberg. Fallen now with it. Johnson guarding. Over to Hamilton. Weinberg guarding Hamilton. Ball over to Fallen. Fallen deep 3-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman to Carter. Carter pulls up now for 3. And that is good. Cameron Carter for 3. Ball in over the top to Hamilton. Hamilton slows it down here. Ball back over to Hamilton. Hamilton over to Little. Back to Hamilton. Step back 3, no good. Rebounded by Little. Little goes up and good over the top. It'll be Carter now. Carter loses it. Gives it over to Wombear. Carter pulls up for 3. It's blocked. Up and good by Fallon. Timeout called by the Jets. 84-109 ball game. 3:03 left to play. It'll be Jets basketball coming out of the baseline. Gives over Burns on the wing. Wombear back cutting. Over to Carter. Coleman guarding Carter. Swung over to Coleman. Coleman working downhill. Kicks out. Ball's turned over. Be Hamilton now. Wombear guarding Hamilton. Bird posting up now. Ball swung and tipped. Fallen. Fallen throws it. Backcourt saves the backcourt violation. Gives it over to Little. Hamilton now goes up and under. No good. Be a foul called on Amari Bird. Carter with it now. Ball into Burns. Burns to Sane. Over to Carter. Wanberry kicks out to Burns. Burns down for three. No good. Rebounded by Fallon. It'll be Hamilton now. Winding down the shot clock here. Trying to get a good shot. Ball's into Bird. Bird gives it to Little at the elbow. Little good for two. Carter now for the Jets. Get over to Coleman. Coleman now for three. No good. Rebounded by Coleman. Hamilton now with it. Bird posting. Looking to get it to him. Kicked out to Fallon. Back into Bird. Over to Little. Little is fouled going up. And Little hits first. And Little hits the pair. It'll be Carter with it now. Carter pulls up. No good. Ball into Hamilton. Get it into Bird. Swung over to Little. Ball is stolen away by the Jets. Carter spins and goes up. And good for two. It'll be dribbled out by St. Clair, ending in an 86-113 ball game. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We'll be back next week.